Hey everyone, stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications from when we go live, tap the bell and go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. And if you want to join the best trading or community in general, the UVH fam, links are below in the description to the Discord and options trading group on Facebook. If you're here right now, say what up, say hi, say how you doing. How you making it through this thing? Day 82 lockdown. We got the S&Ps, which I didn't think we were going to see this morning. S&P's down 32, Dow's down 281, Nasdaq down 43. I thought for sure we were going to see some green. Apparently not. Let's go to Micah, PNR. Hank, Reggie, Jeff, Sahil, Renji, Jesse, Lucas, Christopher, Ivan, Goldfish, Hank, yo, I'm good. We're gonna be good. You know, we're gonna be good. No matter what happens, we're gonna be good. We push. You know, we didn't make it. I haven't done all that I have done in life just to lay down. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. We always make it through. You know, that's why we're called us versus herd. You know, that's the whole idea behind it. You know, it's how it is. It's how it is. When's it gonna stop? You know, seriously, when's it gonna stop raining? Juan? I mean, it's. I feel like we've had 3 sunny days all of 2020. You know. Okay, so let's get into it. If you guys could do me a favor, hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. What is this? Okay. So we have. I thought today was going to be green for sure because I mean, it could reverse. It could reverse. Okay, you know, because we had the jobless claims today, and Thursdays have been actually relatively well with the jobless claims, no matter how high they are. You know, where are the jobless claims here? Are they in here? I think it was like 3.4 million. It says nothing to do. Oh, here. 3.8 million. 3.8 million. Okay, jobless claims continue to grow in the millions with a consensus of 3.5 million. Is it 3.5 or 3.8 here, 3.5? You know, these people, you know. At least 2 Wall Street firms raised their forecast for claims of 4 million or more Thursday morning. The total of claims filed by furloughed and laid off workers is expected to reach at least 30 million in a 6-week period. So, yo, thanks J-Can, Kevin. What's up? So, jobless numbers are out. We know they're not good. Everything's still shut down. Things are I think Texas is going to kind of reopen on Friday. Some other states are starting to reopen on May 1st, tomorrow. Illinois not being one of them, and I think New York is, I think, till May 15th so far. Yo, Joe, what's going on? Milan. So I don't know if the market's reacting to the jobless claims or if we've just been going up a lot and it's time for a pullback. I mean, the headlines are saying whatever it is. If you can't just read the headlines and be like, oh, this is why the market's up today, or this is why the market's down today. I mean, they try to come up with excuses, but what was the excuse when, you know, jobless claims were, you know, we had 26 million, now we're at 30 million. Now market was green, you know. Yo, Matthew, what's up? Carlos. So, you know, we had quite a few earnings last night. You know, right now we have Facebook pulling back a little bit, hit 217, is pulling back a little bit. What was the Facebook is 4 cents shy of estimates. Quarterly earnings of $1.71. Social media giants' revenues exceeded street projections. Facebook said that ad sales has stabilized in recent weeks following a significant reduction in demand. So, reading this, they had a significant reduction in demand. There is still a significant reduction in demand, but it has flattened. You know? I'm going with pullback with recovery. Jobless have gone up every time, and market was green every time. Yep. I'm waiting for that one day to burn me, though. You know what I mean? Like, I'm waiting for that one day. It's like, hey, every Thursday is green on the job data. Every Thursday is green. I'll buy it. And then that one Thursday, you know, that one Thursday is gonna get you. So you gotta be you gotta be careful. Keep risk low. You know what I mean? Microsoft as well did well. Most of these stocks here are coming back to flat. The thing was, there wasn't enough juice in Microsoft or anything to sell premium in. You know, Microsoft. What did you do? Yeah, Microsoft, 14 cents above estimates, revenue beat forecast. Microsoft also said COVID-19 outbreak had minimal impact on revenue and saw it increased business in a number of its cloud-based segments. Excuse me. Twitter as well. Twitter had a profit of 11 cents. Penny a share above estimates, revenue and the number of monetizable daily active users beating forecast. Twitter did not give guidance. So Twitter's getting slammed this morning because I think they said that things aren't going to be good for them. I have to get the exact details, but I was reading about it a little bit. Now Tesla, where's Tesla at? Tesla. So Tesla reported an unexpected profit with the first quarter, with the automakers revenue slightly above estimates despite shutdowns, as its U.S. and China factories deliveries during the quarter came in slightly below estimates. So, you know, I don't think this is really the quarter that we need to worry about. I think Q2 is going to be the quarter. Tesla 855. I mean, that's good. It's good for them, you know, pushing all-time highs here. So, you know, you got to be careful. Yeah, Elon has been going crazy, and if I don't know, it's kind of funny. I did tweet yesterday. This was crazy here. This was crazy here. The Pennsylvania Treasury took Elon. I mean, this is insane. This 2020 is crazy for this one. But the Pennsylvania Treasury says you may look up to him, but he's only looking down on you, with a copy of his tweets here saying, you know, the coronavirus panic is dumb. You know, and U.S. coronavirus cases top 1 million, and African Americans struggle with disappropriate COVID death toll. Free America now. So they're I don't know who's handling this thing, and like, you know, like, what is this? Their description is, we handle all of the money. Like, who is this? And like, you know, reading some of these is like, how come when I did my taxes said I owed you $1, and he said, I don't know. Like, this is 2020 is wild. You know, we got Elon Musk wild, and then we got, who would have thought the Pennsylvania Treasury would come after Elon on Twitter. But here we are. Tesla had a profit, and you know, it's pushing. What's going on, Mr. Morris, Jimmy, Billy? Yo, Dan, the HD puts are looking nice. So we got, okay, Angelo, American Airlines, Apple. So after the bell here, we can get to American Airlines. American Airlines has earnings tomorrow. Actually, what's today? Thursday? Today's Thursday. American Airlines had earnings, so we'll cover that in a second here. But after the bell, we do have Apple, United, Amazon, MGM, Visa, and Gilead. But yeah, let's look at American Airlines here. See where they came in at here. Where are you? Are you in here? American Airlines not even in here. All right, hold on. Let's get the information here. Let's check the earnings bot. You know, where you at? American Airlines. Okay, here we go. See, that's what we got. That's what we got the earnings bot for. The earnings bot tells us what the earnings are when people let us down. So American Airlines said it had a net loss of $2.24 billion. Angela, yeah, that's what you're saying here. Which, I mean, is expected. Yeah, 12% right now. Is that true? We'll see. In the first quarter, after earnings of $185 million or 41 cents a share, Airlines said it adjusted per share loss came to $265 compared to $208. Revenue fell 19.6%. Let's see here. Never before has our airline or our industry faced such a significant challenge, Chief Executive Doug Parker said. Like its rivals, American has been hammered as consumers have stopped flying during the coronavirus pandemic, with many states and regions under strict lockdown. We understand. We have moved quickly and aggressively to reduce our costs and bolster our liquidity. Okay, that's good. So let's see. So yeah, it's red now. It's red now. Everything's moving down. Everything's moving down. Microsoft. I mean, Zoom is moving down. What did they say? They said they had a correction to the amount of users. Let's see. Yeah, they're saying Zoom had a correction where they didn't have 300 million users as they claimed earlier. Let's see here. See if we can get it. Okay, so Zoom admits it doesn't have 300 million users. The admission came after The Verge noticed the company had quietly edited a blog post making the claim earlier this month. Zoom originally stated it had more than 300 million daily users and that more than 300 million people around the world are using Zoom during this challenging time. Zoom later deleted these references from the original blog post and now claims 300 million daily Zoom meeting participants. The difference between a daily active user and meeting participant is significant. Daily meeting participants can be counted multiple times. If you have 5 Zoom meetings in a day, then you're counted 5 times. A daily active user is counted once per day. It's commonly used by companies to measure service usage. Only counting meeting participants is an easy, somewhat misleading way to make your platform usage seem larger than it is. So yikes. I'm glad that I wasn't holding any calls overnight or anything. I have been trading Zoom, but I mean the price action is here, 165 down to 135, 139 right now. So I mean it's just crazy. Daniel, my wife cut my hair, man. We're going back to us city peeps are living like country peeps, we're minus like milking cows and stuff like that. but yeah, my wife's been cutting my hair. It looks pretty good. I tell her it looks really good, and she says she doesn't think it does. But I mean, pretty good for only cutting hair for a month. You know what I mean? Like not bad. Like if you see me, like my hair, it like gets to be an afro. It starts to come out like this direction. Like it doesn't go down like a lot of people's goes down. Mine goes this way. So I don't know why my hair is like that. My hair is extremely thick and difficult to cut. So for her, I've gone through so many barbers. For her to do this is like amazing. So I did have to buy the clippers from Amazon. Costing like $40-$50. So we got quality stuff. So it makes it easier. You don't want to get a butcher. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of husbands' haircuts on Facebook and stuff getting butchered. So shout out to my wife. She's doing an amazing job. What's going on, Slick Ariana? Thanks, guys. Daniel Salyers, ATVI. So let's talk about ATVI. In the gaming, they are sitting up here all-time highs. The one thing that I don't like about ATVI here is IV extremely low going into earnings for selling premium. I mean, you could buy a strangle, but I feel like it's pricing in. I mean, it's pricing in a $1.76 move. I'm feeling like the way that it's been running and consolidating, I don't think, my opinion, of course, not investment advice, but I think that it's priced in. It might push up to if it pushed up to 70, that would be crazy. These options would go bananas. I mean, if you want to gamble, I'd put on a strangle, like a bullish strangle. I would buy like the depending on like the 65, maybe even for next week expiration. So you don't have hit with theta that hard. Like buy the 65 and buy the 60 put, 65 call, 60 put. See, and you got a week to hold on to it. Expected move by next week, $5, so you have time to make it up. Chart's kind of a little bit ugly here. Looking to what is it at this morning? So we're at 64.25. So it's just sitting here right now. But it's had an amazing run. I personally think that's going to be priced in. But where did I get the impact report from? So it's something that we do every week. I'll pull it up here. Usversusherd.com. You go to usversusherd.com. It does cost money. I'm going to tell you that right now. It does cost money, but what we do is we handpick all the news, all the trades, everything like that. We have a bunch of things. We have options trade ideas. We have monthly live meetups, all this stuff. It does cost money because it's a weekly thing, and sometimes we come out with more than one report a week, and it costs me money to, I'm not doing it by myself. It costs me money to hire people to do that, So that's why it costs money. I try to give you guys all that I can, but at the end of the day, there's certain things that I can't give for free because it costs me a lot of money, But what the purpose of the impact report is to give you a bunch of information that you can generate trades off of, and also to further and connect with you guys on a one-to-one basis is my goal in all that, it's not, I'm not trying to, people are like, what's going to change now your chart? Nothing's changed. I still do the same stuff on YouTube. I still do the same stuff. Discord's free, always will be free. Community's always going to be the community. It's just for people who need a little extra help and people that want to, go that direction. There's a lot of different skill levels in this community, and I try to cater to all of them. And unfortunately, my live streams and my videos I do nightly don't cater to people that are beginners. People that know what they're doing. You're good. You probably don't need the impact report. You probably don't want to hang out with me more than you already do. But people that do, the people that want that little extra help, that's what we're trying to build in. That's what we're trying to do. We want to become better traders, and sometimes it's hard to do that in a setting like this because it's not very personal, and you're just hearing me talk about the market. But if you don't know what the stuff means, it's basically useless to you. Like if you don't know what a call or put is, if you don't know what long or short is, I mean, it's gonna be rough. I don't know. I'm coughing. Yo, Dan, I keep it. I like the thermals. I like every sip hot. I don't like starting out hot and getting to the end where it's cold. And I drink my coffee pretty fast, but I like my coffee hot, same temperature throughout. I mean, listen, I worked at Starbucks for a long, long time. And in there, I've developed some habits, and one of them is a caffeine addiction. And here we are today, 15 years later. So I mean, if you're gonna be addicted to something, I mean, caffeine's not the worst for you. But yeah, ATVI, Apple. Let's talk about Apple earnings up. Apple earnings coming up here as well. I mean, I'm thinking, Apple is probably going to be doing all right. What I am concerned about, I drink about 2 cups a day. 2 cups, maybe 3, depending if I'm having a rough day. Apple, I don't know if they're going to give any forward guidance. I think it would be in their best interest not to give forward guidance, because I think that their retail side is going to struggle. However, their service side is probably going to go up. The amount of people that probably subscribe to Apple TV Plus. I'm sorry to laugh, but it says Apple TV Plus to me is always it's just kind of like, why did you do this? Like, why did you put this out? Like, how did you manage to have a $1 trillion company and put out one of the worst streaming services on the planet? How did you do this? How did it happen? Who was in charge? I don't know. But Apple TV Plus, I mean, and then they have their other services, and I don't know if they're not going to be talking about iPhone sales, because if you guys remember last year they said they're not going to break down how many iPhones and all that they've been selling. Maybe they will. Maybe that'll be like, hey, we actually sold way more than I thought, and the stock moves up. But I mean, I feel like we're pricing things in here. Again, implied volatility really low, and the one thing that we have been seeing a lot in earnings, besides like Google and Snap, is flat earnings. I mean, Netflix came in flat. Twitter came in flat. Banks came in flat. Twitter's down $2, actually down quite a bit. Tesla is an exception, but Microsoft's coming in flat right now, only up $2. So a lot of stocks are coming in flat. Yo, what's going on, Keith? It's all good. So we got 8 minutes into the market until the market opens. Let's open up the questions. What kind of questions are going to ask for you guys? What do you guys want to look at? Thoughts on Chesapeake? I mean, the ship's going down, man. Don't get on the train. I mean, just because the stock is cheap, but you don't really want to be trading stocks that are going for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Right now oil's up a little bit. What's our baby USO doing this morning? USO's up a little bit as well. So we'll see. I'm gonna start thinking about what I want to do with USO. I didn't put a position on yesterday. I've just been kind of sitting on it right now, thinking about it. Gold is moving on a little bit down. Man, this thing really dropped off a cliff. So it seems like gold 1750 area is currently, where it's been getting rejected. Now the question is it consolidating here for a stronger move up to the upside, or are we going to see something going to break down to like the 1650, 1600 area? NBA earnings. Thoughts on Disney? NBA may be playing games in the arena. So Disney, Disney's moving up essentially because, there was a lot of talk about reopening the economy. I don't know where Disney is. I mean, Disney's in California and in Florida. From what I understand, California is not opening up right now. Florida, I mean, maybe, but what kind of rules and restrictions? Like, I think people are kind of overestimating that, hey, we're open, things are going back to normal. Even like my dad, I mean, I love him, but he said yesterday, he's like, hey, now that things are back to normal, we're gonna be planning to get together and stuff. I'm like, what? Where did you come up with the idea where things are normal? Nothing here is normal. Like, when Disney opens back up, you think they're going to allow that many people standing that close together in line, that many people touching all the rides without cleaning it down? You think they're going to let that many people on the ferry boats and stuff to get to Disney World? Do you think, I mean, it's going to cut down their revenue significantly. First off, people are not going to want to go there because there's a lot of crowds. Second off, the people that do go there, there's going to be really, 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 really high restrictions. So the thing is with ESPN, I mean, ESPN is doing great with The Last Dance and stuff like that, but the problem is with ESPN was the main thing that was struggling for Disney even before this. ESPN has been a thorn in Disney's side for years. a lot of people are thinking like, hey, is it better maybe if Disney just shuts down ESPN and says, hey, I got to get out of here? You know what I mean? Like, is ESPN, shut it down. It's costing you way too much money. It's not profitable for the company, and that's where ESPN is now. So if they can turn ESPN around in this pandemic, generate like The Last Dance, documentaries, have some sort of exclusives or something that people want to go to ESPN for, then you can start building a premium product. But until then, right now there's no sports. They're relying on The Last Dance to get streams, and it's the whole thing just feels like it's falling apart. And yeah, games may resume, but are advertisers going to come back? Now that's the question. I mean, because more people are watching on TV, maybe that's the case. Maybe there'll be more advertising than when people are in the stadium, because people can't go to the stadium. Maybe there'll be more advertisers that pay for those ads. I don't know. So it's up in the air. You know what I mean? It's up in the air. Disney Plus struggling because not enough new content. Netflix is buying rights to shows, more content. Yeah, I mean, Disney has the problem with Disney and Disney Plus right now. And the reason why they can't make the investments like Netflix can right now is because their exposure is too great. They have cruise ships, hotels, resorts around the world. I'm not talking about Disneyland. I'm talking about the travel industry. I mean, it's down 90% for them, 95%. So they're trying to conserve cash. Can they be hurting in all those other areas and say, hey, let's spend $1 billion on content? Will shareholders like that? Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I don't know. But yeah, it's being from Chicago here. I mean, I've been watching Last Dance. It's kind of fun to watch Last Dance, especially being in this area. Just because everyone here is Bulls fan. Even now, everyone because of Michael Jordan. Even though the Bulls are terrible, we're all still Bulls fans. I had in my room when I was a kid, I had the Bulls runner. Like it wasn't like, hey, what's your favorite like toy or TV character? It was everything Michael Jordan. I mean, my room was all decked out Bulls. I had the Bulls bedspread, the Bulls banners, the Bulls hats, jerseys, everything, and it's fun to watch. I've been watching it while I work, and it's fun to watch, and I think that I think it's more special for the people that are in Chicago and are aware of, I mean, Michael Jordan's obviously a global brand, but it was different here, it was different here. And a lot of people hated the Bulls, outside of Chicago. Of course. But I mean, that's the game. I mean, everyone loves LeBron, hates LeBron, everyone loved Kobe, hated Kobe. I mean, whatever, I'm not here to debate it. But that's when your team is when a certain team just keeps beating the other team. I mean, the team that you like. I mean, obviously, it goes the same for football, baseball. I mean, whatever. Cubs, Sox. It never ends. How far can Tesla run? I mean, it could pop 1,000. I think for sure. All right, markets open up here in 30 seconds. Hank, I'm long hand sanitizers, but yeah, crazy times. Yo, Chad Gaming, Microsoft. I did speak on Microsoft a little bit. Microsoft's open up flat here. Microsoft is open up flat here at open. They reported a great earnings, and they've been doing well during the coronavirus pandemic. But the overall market's down right now, so it's pulling things down a little bit. So I don't know if there's gonna be a little fear today in the markets. All right, here we go. AMD popped up. Still red though. Let's see what SPY's doing here. Zoom is pushing 140 again right now. Let's see here. SPY 291. So I mean that's pretty crazy sell-off though. 296 after hours to 291. So we'll see what it has to do here. Home Depot. I'm currently in a trade right now, basically break even on it. I have a debit spread on there for next week. I have the 215 I have the 215. I'm long 215 put, short the 205 put. Tesla's getting slammed a little bit right now, but I mean it's up 5%. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, I think this earnings has been what's McDonald's doing? Because McDonald's, if anyone was trading McDonald's, I don't know, earnings fall 17% because of restaurant closures. Company has withdrawn 2020 outlook. Listen, I didn't see nobody with a full face. I've been through the drive-through at McDonald's. I don't see nobody with a full face mask like that. McDonald's. The global fast food reported fiscal quarter net income of 1.1 billion, down from 1.33 billion a year earlier. Net sales dropped 6% as the company observed dramatic changes in consumer behavior. Yeah, I mean, even like drive-thrus and stuff, I'm a little bit paranoid because one thing is, I mean, basically, the people in the drive-thru are exposed to whoever comes through the drive-thru, which they come for wherever they come from, and then you come from. Even if you're in a safe, like you're just chilling at home most of the time, like we are, like me, like I'm just at home just chilling. It doesn't matter. I go through a drive-thru, you could get coronavirus, contact with people, I got a pizza delivered. I asked for no contact delivery. And this is what you get for not ordering through DoorDash. But I ordered a pizza delivery directly from there because it was a special deal. It was like, buy one get one half off, and it was fine, whatever. I give them my credit card over the phone. They said, "Do you want a contact or no contact delivery?" I said, "No contact." They're like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Hey, should I leave my? Do you want me to leave my tip on the phone with you? Because I don't want to have the contact delivery." He's like, "Oh yeah, we should do that." The guy delivers the pizza. He's standing out in my driveway. The pizzas are on my front stoop with the receipt and a pen. I'm like, "What the heck is this?" He said, "Sir, I need you to sign the receipt." I'm like, "What? What part about no contact? Like, what? Why do I need to sign the receipt?" It wasn't like I was spending thousands of dollars on pizzas or whatever. It was like, so it's messed up. So if you're gonna order pizza, choose DoorDash or somebody else than a local pizzeria because they're not all up on the no contact delivery. Dan rocked the Bull Starter jacket. Not gonna lie, just got coffee on my face. What plays am I looking at today? So I'm actually going to be looking for a day trade again on Zoom, on DocuSign. I'm gonna be playing it slow today. I'm not this week. That has nothing to do with my trading and stuff. I'm not thinking super clearly, I would say. There's a lot of things going on right now in my life. So I've been really trying to not trade any big size or any major positions. I've just been kind of hanging on to what I got and just kind of chilling. Mainly just because right now I don't trust myself to make, and it's not because I don't trust my judgment, stuff like that. It's because internally there's a battle going on and I don't trust myself to make the best decisions when it comes to my trades, and right now, honestly, the trades are not the most important thing to me. So if my trades are taking a back seat, I know that I'm not going to perform my best. Is why I am not like super trading hardcore. I'm putting some positions on, let them sit. I'm not really doing a whole lot. So I got some things going on. We're going to get through it. Things are going to be great. Things are going to be fine. But right now, we're in the thick of it. You know what I mean? We're in the thick of it. Yo, Matthew, take it easy, man. Square. Let's see where Square is at. Man, Square's ripping right now. You guys see Bitcoin too? Bitcoin's been ripping too. What was it? Bitcoin ripped up to 95.60, is now down to 88.70. And this is crazy. Teladoc, DOWB. Hank shorting at Bitcoin at 9K. Nice. It's hitting some resistance there, I see. DOWB. Is it not trading yet? Apparently not. Sergio. Yo, Colin. What's going on, man? Glad to have you here. SPY moving down. So now, okay, S&Ps are down 40. Dow's down 376. We're getting some movement to the downside. I thought NASDAQ was going to be green for sure. NASDAQ's down 78, and that's why the market just does what's unexpected. It's just going to do what it's going to do. You know what I mean? Like, I should have bought a bit. Yeah, I mean, Carl, I think we were all kicking ourselves. I mean, Bitcoin was chilling at 3K for how long? We're like, oh yeah, that pig's dead. Oh yeah, it's going to $2. But I don't know. I mean, from a business standpoint, I understand the transactional value. However, I don't understand that how it relates to the economy. So that's the one thing that I struggle with Bitcoin in the cryptocurrencies. Now, if there's some adoptions and I go buy my cars with Bitcoin, I go buy my house with a Bitcoin, then talk to me about it, talk to me about it. But until then, and there's really no regulation, all those currencies have gone on, all those exchanges have gone under. I mean, it's bad, it's bad. It's like the Wild West, I have a couple friends that are brokers, and they're always saying no. I mean, of course, people that are want to sell you stocks are going to say no. Just for me, I look at it as a utility, and that's what they want you. Like Bitcoin, they want people to adopt it as a currency, but right now there's no utility for it. Like, how do you, the only thing that's being exchanged is between traders, and I never have anybody say, right now you can pay people back on Cash App and stuff like that. I don't ever say, hey, send me some Bitcoin for that. The guy's like, what? Sending you some Bitcoin? Who keeps smashing gold every morning? Yeah, it's green right now, but yeah, it got hit hard. Stabilizing, so we'll see what it does, but it looks like the S&Ps are breaking down right now. We're right below 2,900 right now. Tesla's still up 6%. It's at 850. Crazy. We got VIX is on the move. VIX up 10%. VIX up 10%. Yeah, Trevor, I mean, there's no extrinsic. Yeah, I mean, the value is whatever the value is, because the value is only what somebody will pay for it. People value things differently. I may value something differently than you. Like we were talking about, like, hey, maybe I value my house at $500,000, but you're looking at me like, hey, buddy, I value this house at $400,000. So just because you value it doesn't mean like I need to sell it to you for that much, and just because I think it's that much doesn't mean you need to buy it for that much. So that's where you have a market. That's what you call a market. Is what is somebody willing to pay for something else that you hold or have? So, same thing goes with the cars. Like when you bring a car up to the dealership, the guy's like, "I'll give you $2,000 for that piece of crap." Like, bro, I thought this was worth $9,000. I looked it up on KBB.com. It said $9,000 and give me $9,000. Nah, bro, I'll give you $2,000 for this piece of garbage. Take it or leave it. I guess I'll take the $2,000 and buy it. I'll buy a 80-month, 20% interest loan through you guys. Thanks, guys. Like. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, people get scammed all the time by perfectly legal companies. Amazon's ripping up. So Amazon has earnings after market close today. Again, well, premium's a little bit richer on here, but not great. We're not seeing rich premiums right now. Maybe if we could bump VIX up a little bit today, we'll get some richer premiums. Disney got slammed. Check that out, 4%. I have a 108 put on there, up $17 on it. I was down a little bit on it yesterday, but I didn't close it out, thankfully. And Disney's getting that 110. I mean, try to pump up, but like the 110 area just struggles. 110, 108 area just struggles in that area. It hit 114 after hours last night. Jeez, who's buying those? I mean, just crazy. What else we got? What else we got going on? Netflix is up. Uber and Lyft are down. Google's down. Google's down a little bit here. Not nearly enough. Not nearly enough. Went up $130 from its lows. I mean, that's crazy. You know. TLT's moving up a little bit. So anybody trading TLT, you know, has pretty much been getting stuck here around the 170 area. Is trying to. I don't know. I don't know what TLT is trying to do. Been very low volume. Is it trying to consolidate to break out, or is it just going to break down? What do you guys think? Anyone here trade TLT? I thought Disney was ripping for no reason. It was ripping due to, I mean, this is what we're told. It was ripping due to, you know, like economies or states reopening, but I don't see how that's relevant. Anybody trade Teva? Teva's been on a rip. They got a new patent this week. They've been ripping pretty hard here, guys. Many of you guys know that I am a shareholder, and not trying to pump the stock or anything like that. Just kind of make you aware of something. You know, it pretty much is flattened out around 70. It's getting pushed back up again. But the whole pharma industry is just wild in general. You know what I mean? You got the whole pharma due to, you know, the COVID vaccines. I mean, just going absolutely insane. You know, the whole sector's up. Boeing's nothing but a disappointment. You know. But it's good to see some two-sided action. You know, we had a crazy rip up, and then now we're back down to flat. You know, back to where we were, back to where we opened yesterday. You know. All right, can the S&Ps hold on to 2,900? That's the question. Can SPY hold on to 290? That's the question. You know, for my positions, hopefully not. but. ABBV, so yeah, they have earnings tomorrow before market open, and I mean, I'm thinking it's kind of priced in itself. I mean, implied volatility is really low, so could be flat out, or I'm thinking it's going to be flat, but it could go either direction right now. We're in the middle. It's basically popped back up, you know, to where it started back almost 52 weeks ago. You know, it's up a couple bucks from there, but essentially up on the year a little bit, you know, on the 52 week. Zoom is struggling. We got DocuSign trying to make some runs back up to 105. So let's see if we can push back up on DocuSign 105 area. But yeah, Zoom is not looking too hot right now. I thought maybe if it could hold this area, but it didn't. It's looking like it wants to push like 120 area. You get what you get, you know? You put out a bad report, you get what you get. So, you know, that's kind of the deal for today. You know, we're gonna keep it active. I'll be in the Discord, guys. I'll be up in there. I'm gonna sign off here. You know, you guys stay safe out there. Stay green. It's us versus herd.